Yoga teaches us the deeper layers of our being, the physical and the emotional body calmed by the breath, the subtle movements that direct our energy throughout our body, giving us strength, giving us commitment. It teaches us to open our hearts and to cherish ourselves and others. It gives us the tools to heal, to nourish the body, to take time to recognize the need for self-care, to awaken our senses, to enable us to connect to the rhythm of nature, to rebalance, to grow, and to love. Yoga is so much more than a physical practice. It is the connection between the mind, body, and spirit.
Welcome to this week's yoga video. Let's find a comfortable position with your block or a cushion lifting up the spine, finding that position that allows an ease into the lower back and the legs to relax out. Don't worry if you're not sitting into lotus pose, finding a cross-legged position, or if you find that difficult, just bring your feet out in front of you. Try and avoid this sitting with the legs directly out in front, because that creates that added little pressure into the back when we're trying to relax and align the spine to begin with. So finding the position that allows the legs to flop out. If you really find this position uncomfortable as well, you can use some cushions underneath the thighs just to allow the legs to flop down and relax. And then what we're going to do is bring our awareness into the seat of the posture. So first of all, what we want to do is imagine the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So not thinking about cutting the energy off at the neck. So the spine comes all the way into the skull. So we need to think about this length of energy. Imagining the vertebrae, one on top of the other, perfectly placed, the discs nice and healthy and evenly placed, and then relaxing the arms down. So having the palms faced up allows us relaxation in the shoulder. So notice the difference, palms face down lifts us up a little bit into these muscles here, but palms faced up, we can relax the shoulders down. What we're doing today is working from the energy and this duality of energy coming from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, but at the same time the shoulder blades coming down, so growing up towards the sky, and the shoulder blades coming down towards the earth. And we're working with that concept throughout the practice today. So let's find this comfortable position, find the seat of the posture, think about base of the foundation of the posture down into the cushion, and then let's close our eyes and just bring our awareness into the breath. So taking a few rounds of breath here, just letting go, just enjoying the fact that we can practice yoga, having the gratitude to be here practicing yoga, 5,000 years of this wonderful practice, and feeling the gratitude for all the yogis of the past, allowing this practice to be brought to the West, bringing the benefits to millions of people around the world. And just spend a few moments just thinking about the gratitude for the practice of yoga, and the gratitude for the freedom to be able to practice yoga. And of course, the gratitude of our bodies, enabling us to move in and out of the postures, even if we have tightness, restriction. We start the journey and build up that flexibility. Remember, yoga doesn't get easier, we just get stronger each time we practice. Let's breathe in, and let's start trying to find that full connection from the mind and the body. It's not separate. Every thought, emotion, hormone is connected directly down into the cells, every cell throughout the body, reacting to our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions. So let's bring some breath in with a smile and allow that positive energy to radiate down to every single cell in the body. Just enjoying, just sitting and breathing. Power of the breath, allowing the spine to realign, thinking about this wonderful spine, this moving part of the body that supports us, protects our spinal column, that nerve that comes all the way down the spinal cord. Let's have 4 more deep breaths, really opening up to the practice of yoga, enjoying the stillness, letting go of all the activities. Nobody's going to call us, nobody's going to be phoning us. Our phones are switched off. And then opening our eyes. Let's see if we can bring that sense of awareness into our practice today. Let's cross over into a cat-cow position. So finding the warm-up through the body through cat-cow today. And then let's bring that added layer of awareness into our cat-cow. So we're familiar with this posture, and just because we're familiar with the posture, we don't want to take it for granted. It's such an amazing posture for bringing release and freedom into the back. So let's bring this awareness in. As we breathe in, let's draw that energy all the way into the back of the body. Gently pushing down with the tops of our feet. Breathing through, expanding into the shoulders. Taking some nice deep breaths. And notice if we come back a little bit, we can radiate further into the back, into the lower back. We come forward, it's more into the shoulders. We can even bring a little twist into the side of the body. And then as we drop down, start getting this idea of energy travelling through the body. So the tailbone's coming up towards the ceiling. And then we're not craning this chin up, but we're allowing the shoulder blades to come back and down and getting this length through the upper part of the body. Taking some nice deep breaths. And then as we draw back into our cat, draw the psoas muscle, the stomach muscles, back up towards the spine. Soften the shoulders and allow this freedom of movement through the back of the body. Breathing. Let's rock back a little bit into the lower back. Forward into the shoulders. And then this slight turn, getting into the ribs, into the side of the body. And again, into the other side. And then releasing down, tailbone coming up towards the ceiling. Stomach coming down towards the earth. And then finding this length as the chest comes forward, the shoulder blades come back and down. And we're not craning and compressing into the neck, but finding the length. And then one more, rounding back up again, drawing the navel up towards the spine, finding length. Let's soften these shoulders, allowing the spine to really unfold into the position, getting into those deep little muscles, come to the side, getting into that lower back, into the structural muscles of the side of the body, and round to the other side. It's getting a little bit deeper into this cat-cow position. And then one last movement up, breathing, finding that length into the body, tailbone coming up towards the ceiling, chest coming down and forward, finding that energy through the shoulders as the shoulder blades come backwards. And then let's release. We're going to take the knees out towards the side of the mat, bring the feet together, and then walking your hands back towards the knees, the bottom coming down as though we're coming into a wide angle child's pose. And we're going to do this variation as we've got the arms nice and straight and the bottom coming down towards the heels. And I want us to bring these shoulder blades back and down so the energy is coming down again. At the same time, the spine is lengthening and the chest coming forward. So just feeling this position as we come forward, lifting, finding length through the body. Again, don't crane this neck up, but more find the shoulder blades coming down and finding this length, creating this nice back bend. We're going to hold it for a few rounds of breath for the first time. And then bring the body down onto the mat, forehead coming down onto the mat, arms in front, and then we're just going to rock from side to side, gently rocking from side to side in this position. Rocking into the hips, starting to get a little bit of movement into the hip joints, just rocking. This is really good for any problems with IBS, or if you get some tension in the stomach and you hold tension in your side. And let's take it a little bit further as we round into the side as well. A much more fluid movement, starting to rotate and get movement into the back of the body. And then relax. And then we're going to crawl along the mat, bringing the chest down onto the mat into puppy dog pose, and allow the sit bones, the bottom, to come up towards the ceiling. Just allow this opening into the body. And let's have 4 rounds of breath here. Enjoying the energy of the breath flowing through the spine. And then releasing, coming up into downward facing dog. So bringing the feet back in together, coming up into a downward facing dog. Just enjoying the length of your downward facing dog. If you're feeling very tight into your hamstrings, then just pace, gently pacing into the position, getting more length. Opening up into the shoulders as well as we get some movement into the upper body. Just pacing backwards and forwards, in and out of the position. And warming up the back of the body. Warming up through the ribs cage for when we come into a twist in a minute. Just gently warming up. And then bringing the knees down. Walking back, grabbing hold of your block wherever it is next to you. And then what we're going to do is step the right leg through. So we've got the right leg through, and then we're going to bring the block on the inside of the right leg. And then bring your hand onto the block. So we've got right leg forward, left hand on the block. And then we're going to lift this back leg up. And notice now the energy going back towards that back leg, lengthening through the back leg, nice and long. This knee, look at the angle, we're in a 90-degree angle. Knee's not coming over the ankle. And the block just on the inside of the right foot. Bring your left hand down onto that block and then bring the hand round here onto the bottom. And we're gently going to unfold the shoulder and allow the rib cage to come through. Getting this length through the body, keeping this back leg nice and straight. Now if you start noticing this muscle here getting a bit crunched up, then release the arm down so you get this length and allow the body to open up. And what's happening is this chest is coming forward, but keep this knee in. You've got tendency to flop out. We're going to bring this knee in and hug in. And we're going to allow this stretch to the body for about 4 more breaths. Really feeling this connection down into the back foot as well. Try not to collapse into this arm, but find length and energy through the body. Breathing and releasing. Let's have another deep breath. And then relax. And now what we're doing is going to straighten this front leg, keeping your hand on the block. Bring the other hand to soften into the hamstring so we get this nice deep stretch into the back of the hamstring. If you find this difficult, then keep the neck a little bit softer and then just gently, when you feel the hamstring unfolding, get that length through the body. Coming in, relaxing again through the hands. Make sure you're not collapsing down into the position, but finding length into the hamstring. We're going to have another couple of rounds of breath here. Just enjoying the opening. Breathing and extending all the way through that hamstring. And then relax. Now take the block out the way and keep it on the side so we can use it on the other side in a minute. And then we're going to step this right leg back. Coming into your downward facing dog, rebalance your left and right, and then bring the knees back down to the outside of the mat, tuck the toes under, and then walking the bottom back towards the heels again, as we did in the start, in the warm-up. And again, what we want to think about is the energy of the shoulder blades coming back towards the tailbone, and the energy from the tailbone coming all the way to the crown of the head. This duality of energy coming through the body, tailbone coming down, creating this back bend. Notice the chest coming forward, creating this nice opening into the back. Let's breathe through again. Don't crane the chin forward, but allow the shoulder blades to come back and down, opening forward. Just breathe. Let's have some nice deep breaths, allowing the heart chakra to open, coming through the arms. Breathing. And then release the body down into your wide angle child's pose. forehead onto the mat, arms out in front, and then gently rocking from side to side, getting this fluidity through the spine. Allow the body just to rock from side to side, really enjoying this opening into the hips, keeping it nice and fluid, rocking backwards and forwards across the forehead. A couple more either side. And then bringing the body forward, walking the body forward into your puppy dog pose. Bottom up towards the ceiling, chest down onto the mat. Breathing and enjoying the position. Let's have 4 rounds of breath here. Softening the shoulders. Getting this nice back bend. And then release. Coming back into the downward facing dog, tucking the toes under, getting a nice deep stretch, and then either stepping the leg through, and we're going to bring the left leg forward, or bring the knee down and bring the leg round into the position. So here we want to then bring the block in, so bring the block on the inside of that front leg, get your positioning correct, and then lifting that back leg through. So here notice now we've got the left leg forward, block on the inside of the left leg with your right hand down onto the mat. And then we're going to turn exactly the same, we do the same as we did before, bring the hand here. I'm going to have my back to you so you can see the position from the back as well. And then what we'll have is this opening through the body, back leg nice and strong, this gentle curling of the thigh in. Knee, the front knee, keep it into the body, don't let it rock out. And you'll notice if the arch of your front foot starts rounding over into the outside of the foot. And then just hold in the position. And then again, making sure we're not scrunching up into this muscle here, relaxing the arm down and find this opening into the chest. Again, checking we're not collapsing into this arm, but find this lightness and length. Let's have a couple more breaths. Energize that leg back through the body. Breathing and releasing. Let's have 2 more breaths. Taking the arm out, relaxing down, bringing the chest through. And then release, and then roll, rounding the hips back. Hips coming back, the energy coming back into those sit bones, hands onto this front block. Making sure we're not collapsing into this, but again, this lightness through the arms, allowing this lengthening, both feet coming forward, and then we're working now into the hamstring of the left leg. Checking the thighs rounding into each other. So you've got this feeling of this thigh coming in and the other thigh rounding that direction as we send the energy of the hips backwards. Make sure the back heel is off the mat, we're not pushing too much force into that back heel, and then find the length through the body coming down into the hamstring stretch. Let's have a couple more rounds of breath. Breathing and releasing. You're doing really well. Keep with it. Breathing and releasing, and then relax into that front leg. Take the block out, and then we're going to step back into the downward facing dog. And just enjoy the stability of the downward facing dog, sending the energy of the heels back. Breathing and releasing, letting go of any tension. Checking you're not scrunching up into the shoulders, but you've got this nice long length through the body. Breathing and releasing. And then let's bring the knees down onto the mat, coming into a kneeling position, relaxing into the front of the thighs. Let's have 1 more back bend, taking the arms around the body, interlace the fingers, and then opening into the front of the body. Here we can rest in this position, or if you'd like to fold over and bring the arms up, you can, in either relaxing and then coming into a forward fold, or if you'd like to work more into the back, lifting the body up, opening into the chest, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to come into a nice forward, relaxing position to bring my energy back into the body, back into the breath. Couple more breaths in whichever position you are. And then releasing. So if you're in the forward fold, bring your arms down. And if you're in the back bend, then just relax the body, relax the hands round. And then we're coming into a cross-legged position. So here you could use your foam block or a cushion, popping it underneath your hips, and then bringing your block into position. So find a comfortable position first of all. What we're going to do is this forward fold, but using the block is going to bring this huge release into the back of the neck and really realign the back of the neck. So it's really good for people that spend too long on the computer and are rounded into it. So what we're going to do is gently fold over, bring this brick here, and then drop the forehead onto the brick. Find a comfortable position that allows the spine to lengthen through the neck, and then relaxing your forearms down on the mat. So just move the brick around until you find this perfect comfortable position. I'm going to come sideways on so you can see the position from the side as well. Finding your comfortable cross-legged position, the block down in front of you. Find the position that allows the length through the spine as we fold over. Forearms onto the mat, and then just relax into the position. So we get this perfect alignment up through the neck. The shoulder blades, by bringing your arms onto the mat, are gently lifting the shoulder blades, which is releasing the tension that we accumulate in the muscles underneath the shoulders. So this is an absolute lifesaver if you spend too long on a computer. We can have 8 deep breaths here, just enjoying this feeling of release. Breathing, letting go. And if you find coming down to the only one brick is too low for you, you could bring another block here, or have another one at the base, and then another block further up. Just find the position that allows you to relax the head. So if it means that it's here, then make sure you've got that support. And then just relaxing down. Let's have a couple more breaths. Just bowing down into this position. Allowing the feeling of gratitude again for this wonderful practice of yoga, and how it makes us stop and think a little bit more, and then gently unfold. And let's bring that same softness now into our end of practice meditation, finding that perfectly comfortable position. Again, using cushions to support the legs, or if you want to lay down, then please feel free to lay down. And then just gently close our eyes. If you're laying down or sitting, let's have the palms of the hands up. Just allow that energy of the shoulder blades to radiate down the body, coming down towards the earth, and at the same time the spine coming up. And let's bring our full awareness now into the breath, just gently softening the breath again, just enjoying, feeling that the practice of yoga brings you that lightness, that energy, this opening through the body. Gently breathing, finding expansion and length. And let's bring gratitude into our meditation practice today. Let's think about all the things that we are grateful for in our lives. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. There'll be different things that feature in your life. And just think about them. It might be just the gratitude to be free to practice yoga, the gratitude to all the ancient yogis bringing practice to us, the gratitude of our health. Even if we're fighting an illness, just the gratitude that the body has its innate ability to heal as we bring our awareness deeper into the body, letting go of our restrictive beliefs. As we expand, think about the breath, the gratitude of this air that we breathe that connects us all, the gratitude of the trees that gives us our oxygen, the gratitude for Mother Earth that gives us the energy, the plants to grow to feed us, the pure water to nourish and hydrate us. Gratitude for our families that support us, or the distance that we bring if we have people in our lives that don't support us. Just fill your heart with compassion. You can keep that openness and the gratitude of your experience that allows you to surround yourself with positive people. Gratitude for your friends that bring laughter into your life. The people you love to bring a sense of warmth to the heart. Gratitude to our animals that found us in this lifetime. And the smile and the unconditional love that they bring you. And the gratitude for us, and the compassion and the love that we give and receive. Let's just sit with those thoughts for a few rounds of breath as we deepen or focus on the concept of gratitude and the wealth of wonderful things that we have in our life. Let's bring a smile to our face. Bring that positive energy into the body, opening our heart to all the things that we are grateful for. Let's have 8 more deep rounds of breath. And every time a thought comes into your mind, just bring a smile back to your face. Think of one more thing that you're grateful for. Let's deepen that smile. Every breath, bringing that positive energy down to each and every cell, washing the body full of compassion and gratitude. And gently bring our hands into Namaste, into the heart chakra. And bowing our head down to the practice of yoga. And having this gratitude for 5,000 years of sacred practice. And gently, with a smile, opening our eyes. Namaste.